Good morning and welcome to the channel on this, the 9th day of July 2026, which is a Thursday. You will have seen that, and I reported yesterday about tit for tat attacks from Iran to the US and its allies, and from the US to Iran. So I asked myself the question, is the Memorandum of Understanding agreement broken? The truth really is, it's uncertain. After Iran's attack on commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz, the US strikes 80 Iranian targets. Trump has hinted that the MOU is now over, and Washington has reinstated sanctions on all Iranian air sales. Despite all this, technical talks do continue in Qatar, which I find quite amazing, as Iran is actually targeting American bases in Qatar. So my conclusion to this is that the agreement is not officially dead, but its implementation has collapsed in key areas, and both sides are acting outside its intended boundaries. The thing that really triggered it all, which they will not admit to, is the Iranian tax on multiple tankers, including a Qatari LNG vessel, between the 6th and 7th of July. US then made retaliatory strikes, and then Iran made retaliatory strikes. Then the US made retaliatory strikes, and now we're waiting to see what happens. Steps from here are possibly that talks resume after the Ayatollah Khamenei's funeral. Qatar and Pakistan confirm that the next round of indirect US-Iran talks will occur immediately after the funeral procession, which is expected to conclude today with the burial of the old Ayatollah. Both sides have agreed to step up a mechanism to report and resolve MOU violations, which could help stabilise the situation if it's been used seriously. Negotiations on frozen assets. Technical teams have already discussed the release and control spending of $6 billion in frozen Iranian funds, with Qatar's central bank involved. This will continue in the next round. The Strait of Hormuz arrangements, well, shipping traffic has begun to rebound, but the future administration of the strait remains a core unresolved issue. Expect this to be a central agenda item in the upcoming talks, if they have any upcoming talks. Nuclear program discussions. Well, the MOU requires Iran to maintain the status quo and reaffirm no nuclear weapons. Deeper nuclear negotiations were scheduled for later in the 60-day window. There is potential US extension of the truce. The Wall Street Journal reported Trump is willing to extend the 60-day truce if needed to secure nuclear concessions. This does suggest that diplomacy is still on the table. What to watch next? Whether Trump formally declares the MOU void, and he's hinted at doing that. Iran's eternal political direction under Mojtaba Khamenei. Any new attacks in Hormuz, Kuwait, Bahrain or Lebanon, each could derail talks. Statements from Qatar and Pakistan, who are the key mediators. US Treasury actions on sanctions. Reinstating oil sanctions was a major signal. So, my takeaway on all this for you: the agreement is not officially broken, but is practically compromised, especially We will see what happens after the post-funeral meeting over the next 7 to 10 days. And this will determine whether the MOU is revived or collapses. Doesn't look good. It's even worse as I've just booked a flight on Qatar Airways. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.